Maturity is acknowledging the fact that people are not on the same level as you. Your mindset, your goals, the way you function, the way you move, all things people are envious of. That is why you have people speaking about you in group chats. That is why you have people speaking about you in groups. You are the topic of discussion. And if those people took a second to talk about themselves instead of you, there would be no discussion because they're not doing anything. The same people commenting on your posts, the same people trying to tell you how to live your life are the same people that have nothing going on for them. And it's far too easy to ignore that fact. This might annoy you, this might even make you feel a little angry, but why are you letting people trigger you when they are not on the same wavelength as you? If you view life as a lane, or for today's sake, let's say a track, it is much simpler to understand. First off, you got the runners on the track, and that's where you are. Then you got the people on the sidelines watching, whether they're cheering, bickering, talking in each other's ear. That's where all the people that are trying to sidetrack you are. As the race goes on, some people might pass you, some people might be ahead of you, a lot of people will be behind you. But what you know is that you are in your lane. You don't leave your lane and nobody enters your lane. And this is your focus. The two lines beside you that separate you from everybody else represents your zone, represents your space. What happens when another runner crosses into someone else's lane? Aside from them getting disqualified, it's crowded. There can't be more than one person inside of it. And what happens when you go into someone else's lane? You get distracted. People on your track are your competition, and not everybody is going to make it to that top 3 spot. Not everybody can come first. But a lot of you recently haven't even been focused on your competition. A lot of you haven't even been focused on yourself. Instead, you are focusing on the people that are not even on the track. And do you know what happens when you look to your right, to your left at the people on the track, or if you even look behind you? You end up slowing down, you end up falling, maybe even getting disqualified. I've actually been disqualified numerous times. But anyway, that's not the point I'm trying to make here. In life, we let people bring us down. In life, we let people shift our focus onto less important things. And the worst people of them all are your friends, are the people you have around you. In my opinion, the people you surround yourself with are so important. Family and friends included. But the best type of people you can surround yourself with are the people with balance. They cool or talk to you about productive things. They cool or talk to you about business. But, however, they know not to take life too seriously. They still know how to have fun. They still know how to have a joke. And sometimes just to talk about nothing. But the people that talk about nothing 24/7 and do nothing are no good for you. Sometimes you're in the middle of doing something important. You stop, you answer the phone. You're here talking to this person and they're just talking about nothing. And this ain't the first time this week, the second, the third, the fourth. That's what they constantly do. That's what you know them for. To the average eye, they are harmless. And a lot of people still keep people like this in their life. But to me, they are dangerous. I feel like laziness can rub off on you so easily because those type of people make you feel really comfortable. When you're in an environment of work, whether that's school, whether that's the gym, the park, when you're running and see other runners run by you, anywhere where people are working and the work rate is high, it makes you want to work with intensity. It motivates you. And I'm not saying you need to rely on that sort of environment, but just picture it the other way round. And I'm not ever gonna say that, for you to call me, it needs to be about some money or anything corny like that. It is important when somebody is constantly talking about nothing, somebody that is always gossiping to you about something and do not know how to balance it out. Keep them at arm's length. It ain't nice to sometimes just get rid of someone just like that, but keep them at a distance, especially if they are knocking you off your pivot, if they are distracting you. And what's important for you to learn is the ability to say no. It is not rude sometimes to say no when you are busy or you have something you need to do. You shouldn't feel bad when you want to do something and be something. You should never feel bad for that. It might be a little inconvenient, sure, people making plans to have some fun with you, but if you're busy, you're busy. I feel like people that are nice just automatically feel bad when they shouldn't. Because when you're trying to make your plans, when you have your motives with friends, your family, when they are busy, you can't reach them. When they are busy, they tell you no. So why is it a big deal when you do it? Why is it not the exact same thing? You can never point the blame on somebody for distracting you, because we allow people to distract us all the time. It's that we can't point the blame on somebody sidetracking us, because we are allowing people to sidetrack us. The greatest way to counteract this is the way we view ourselves. You don't have to view yourself with some sort of God complex or you're above every single person. You don't need to have a massive ego. All you need to do is have respect and think of yourself highly. In my humble opinion, anybody that has something to say, they cannot be behind me. They cannot be playing catch up. I know I'm on a different sort of timing. I know that my mindset is good. I know I have good discipline, and I know that I'm consistent. There ain't nothing in the world you can tell me to make me stop what I'm doing, to sidetrack me, to make me think, hold on, you might have a point. Let's just switch it up entirely. You ain't locked in. You ain't being locked in. You could never, ever try to come at me about being locked in, about being focused, when you're so quick to give up. I know I have not given up. There's been some times where it's been close. I'm here and you're not. You're here talking about me. I never once mention you in any conversations, and there's a reason for that. Because you're in the background. You're in my background. I ain't got to be an actor to see that. To see that you're in the seats watching me in the cinema. That's the type of things you should be telling yourself. You ain't trying to be no main character. You ain't trying to see everybody's in your world. This is your world. This is your playground. No. But the people that are talking about you, the people that are obsessed about you, there's a reason for that. When there's somebody hating on you, it means you're doing something good. And that's just something you have to remind yourself with, so you don't get carried away and you don't start feeling emotional and start questioning it. Don't even give people the time of day when they're not on the same wavelength as you. Let them talk about you. Let those people say those things. Let them talk for as long as they want. You know the hard work you're putting in now is definitely going to pay off. They're sitting down doing niche. But please, for your own sake, don't get sidetracked by people who ain't even on the track. Magan.